Hello everyone, and welcome to my Y&R Homies channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Restless and the Young week of February 17th, Phyllis' sabotage, Kyle's suspicion of trouble, and Diane's startling disclosure. The Restless and the Young according to previews for the week of February 17th to 21st, Kyle Abbott anticipates difficulty while Diane Jenkins Abbott prepares for a startling revelation. Let's discuss Y&R's future because Phyllis Summers appears to be planning a sabotage scheme. Diane will start by carrying out her plan to renovate the Abbott house. Although Jack Abbott still has some misgivings, it appears that he is gradually warming up to the notion of making some changes. Diane has stated that she just wants little adjustments rather than a complete makeover, so perhaps she will strike the correct balance and Jack will be happy with the outcome. Through her attempts to woo Kyle closer, she can exacerbate tensions with Claire Newman over Summer Newman. Will Kyle notice and tell Summer to stop? We'll see if Kyle steps in with Summer or at least reassures Claire, since he could sense that she feels threatened in some way. In one way or another, Kyle could sense that something is off with Claire and Summer's tense connection. After their vacation to Paris, Phyllis should then make moves for Billy Abbott and Sally Spectra. Phyllis may ruin Sally and Billy's romance when they return home since it appears that her developing affections for Billy will be an issue. Phyllis secretly wants Billy for herself, whether she wants to acknowledge it or not. Now that she and Daniel Romalotti Jr. are joining Billy at Abbott Communications, Phyllis' wishes might turn out to be devastating. Nate Hastings will stop at nothing to mend the relationship between Damian Kane and Amy Lewis. Although it will be difficult, maybe Audra Charles may help along the road. Depending on how this plot develops, that may pave the way for Audra's romantic triangle with Nate and Damian. Stay tuned for updates on all the twists and turns, as our forecasts indicate that Audra's life will soon take some nasty turns. According to teasers for The Young and the Restless, there will be a lot of surprises and some big news over the week of February 17th to 21st. For all the amazing Young and the Restless spoilers, forecasts, news, and updates you require, check out CDL often. The Restless and the Young Wednesday, February 12th recap, Phyllis dating quiz, Summer crushes Claire. According to The Young and the Restless teasers for Wednesday, February, Phyllis Summers will take a dating exam, and Summer Newman will make a sinister announcement to Claire Newman. Sally Spectra will be raving about Ashley Abbott's Eileen Davidson flat in Paris since she consented to allow Billy Abbott Jason Thompson use it when she was in London on business. Billy and Sally will attempt to take in some sights, but they will get caught in a downpour and end up soaked when they get back to the flat. After making love and deciding they're loving the change of plans, Sally and Billy will have some sensitive moments together. Summer will go to the counter and ask Sharon for coffee and a muffin at Crimson Lights. Sharon will then apologize for her involvement in Daniel Romalotti Jr.'s Michael Graziardi tragedy. Summer will acknowledge that it's insufficient, so Nick Newman then Joshua Morrow will appear and tell his daughter that Sharon wasn't at blame because of the drugs. Summer won't want Nick pressuring her on this, though, since she will need more time to absorb things. Sharon will then become emotional as she enters the patio area. Nick will believe that Sharon is going through enough pain because of her guilt, even if Sharon may still feel the need to make up for her actions. Before taking Sharon to society for breakfast, Nick would give her another motivational speech and maintain that she wasn't at fault for what she did. Daniel will have some wonderful news, therefore Phyllis will also be going to society in the meanwhile. Phyllis will want to phone Billy with updates as soon as Daniel makes the decision to test Billy's business. Daniel won't be surprised because Billy is in Paris with Sally and will not answer that phone. Daniel will contend that it's more than just a work trip when Phyllis minimizes it as such. When Phyllis complains that Sally isn't the proper fit for Billy, Daniel will question whether his mother believes she is a better fit. Daniel will caution that it would be unwise for them to do business with Billy if Phyllis wishes to date him. Phyllis will say it's ridiculous nonsense and reassure Daniel that she is purely friends with Billy in Wednesday's Y&R episode. There will be some discomfort when Nick and Sharon show up and greet Daniel and Phyllis at their table. Sharon's difficult morning will continue when Phyllis makes fun of her for testing her pancakes for PCP. Nick will, however, keep supporting Sharon and make her giggle about the day he cooked them beer-infused mimosas. Phyllis will sneer at Sharon and Nick as they toast together after they get some good mimosas from the menu and attempt to call Billy again without success. Claire and Summer will have a heated conversation back at the coffee shop, during which Summer will highlight Harrison Abbott Redding Munsell's amazing bonding experience with both of his parents last night. Summer will make a guess. The change in plans must have saddened Claire, but she will contend that Victor Newman, Michael Mealer, and Kyle Abbott she can have supper with Eric Braeden at a later date. Summer will acknowledge that Victor didn't try to warn her away from Kyle because Claire will question whether he ever did. Summer will, however, advise Claire not to take it personally and pretend that Victor's recent problems with the Abbotts are just a matter of bad timing. Summer would say she got the impression Kyle believes it's a hopeless cause because Victor isn't known for altering his opinion. Since everything happens for the first time, Summer will advise Claire to go for it since she will still be adamant about winning Victor over. As Summer gets ready to go, she will admonish Claire not to worry about Kyle's predicament and menacingly proclaim that everything will turn out just as it should. We'll provide you with additional feud predictions as this plot develops since the Young and the Restless spoilers indicate that Claire and Summer's animosity may intensify in the upcoming weeks. For the most recent Young and the Restless spoilers, predictions, news, and updates, check out CDL often. After Mariah locates Sharon, Jordan consumes poison. The Restless and the Young according to Thursday's Y&R teasers, Jordan since Claire Newman Haley Erin prevented Colleen Zenk from drinking her tea, she will think that she poisoned it. As Claire presses Jordan to reveal her whereabouts, there will be further discussion concerning Sharon Newman and Sharon Case. Although Claire will ultimately adopt a harsh tone that Jordan finds offensive, she will currently seem to be confident. The Newmans will not back down from Jordan, even though she will feel like she is in charge here. In the saw, Sharon will receive another motivational boost from a dreamy Nick hallucination, which will encourage her to remain awake. Until she can finally go outside into freedom, Sharon will muster all her strength. Ian Ward Ray Wise will appear at Society and attempt to persuade Tessa Porter Kate Fairbanks that he wishes to eradicate the hatred he inflicted on Cameron Grimes and Mariah Copeland. Ian Ward Ray Wise will appear at Society and attempt to persuade Tessa Porter Kate Fairbanks that he wishes to eradicate the hatred he inflicted on Cameron Grimes and Mariah Copeland. Mariah will cut Ian off and tell him to get out of town, or better still, pass away. Ian will leave once Mariah makes it apparent that forgiveness is never going to occur. In the end, Tessa will get Mariah to listen to her and imply that perhaps Ian is sincere. Mariah will lash out at Tessa for standing up for Ian, even though Tessa would imply that she should release her anger for her own sake just as much as Ian's. Even if Tessa will claim that's not what she's doing, Mariah will still believe that she is siding with Ian. On Thursday's Y&R episode, Mariah will find herself at the park after storming out, where she will come upon a frail Sharon sitting on a bench. Before phoning Nick to inform him that she has located her mother, Mariah will give Sharon a hug. Nick will tell the rest of the gang at the Tack House about Sharon once Mariah gives him an update on their location. Jordan will attempt to haggle with Victor and pretend that she can assist in capturing Ian after she learns that her insurance coverage has expired. Victor will make it apparent that Jordan has nothing to give and contend that he doesn't need her assistance for that. When Jordan realizes she has nothing else to do, she will go for the tea, which is likely poisoned, and drink it all at once. Stay tuned for more predictions on what will happen at the ranch as spoilers for the Young and the Restless indicate that there will be a lot more Newman drama in the future. Make CDL your go-to site for Young and the Restless for more exciting spoilers, predictions, news, and updates. Phyllis secretly wants Billy for herself, whether she wants to acknowledge it or not. Now that Phyllis is joining Billy at Abbott Communications together with Daniel Romalotti Jr. and Michael Graziardi, her desires might turn out to be devastating. Sean Dominic, Nate Hastings' assistant, will stop at nothing to mend the relationship between Amy Lewis Valerie Pettiford and Damian Kane Rivers. Although it will be difficult, maybe Audra Charles Zuleika Silva can help along the road. Depending on how this plot develops, that may pave the way for Audra's romantic triangle with Nate and Damian. Stay tuned for updates on all the twists and turns, as our forecasts indicate that Audra's life will soon take some nasty turns. According to teasers for The Young and the Restless, there will be a lot of surprises and some big news over the week of February 17th to 21st. For all the amazing Young and the Restless spoilers, forecasts, news, and updates you require, check out CDL often.